Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Not saying that you'll ever draw this, but it might give you a few tips on how to do some things. And if we put different backgrounds on it, you can kind of see the highlights and looks like some sort of folded paper. Really easy to draw. Let's just take a 2-point line and draw it about that long. It doesn't really matter how long. I've got my nudge factor set on 1 inch, and I'm going to hit the plus key and move it down 1 inch and just go down however I want. Now I'm going to take another, I could have made a rectangle, but I'm just going to go from that node to that node, and then from that node to that node. And then I'm going to put another one in the middle. And I'm going to hit I need 3 lines in the middle. I'm going to hit the plus key and move one over. Well, Control D didn't work that time. So I'm going to move it back and then hit another one. That's not really far enough. And I didn't start in the center. So let's change that a little bit. Let's just back up and hit that one and put it in the middle. Well, there's the problem. I didn't group this together in Control G and put it in the middle. There's the problem. So let's take that, Control D, and make a duplicate and move it over. You know what? I'm going to move it over twice. And then hit the plus key or the Control D and move that over twice. So there's my short segment and my long segment on each end. So I'm going to take my virtual segment delete key and delete all that. I'm going to go ahead and group this together. And then I'm going to make all the lines black. And then I'm going to take a 2-point line and I'm going to go from there downwardly. And I'm going to go ahead and go there downwardly. And this is going to save me a little time because now I can take those and I can Control D and move them down. And see, I'm just reduplicating that same 2 lines. Now over here, I've got a little bit of a curve. And that's kind of the reason I decided to make the video, to show you how to do things and kind of do it a smarter way. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to Control D and I'm going to move it down. So I've got that continuous curve. And I'm not worried about the lines because I'm going to group all that together in a second and move them. The only part I kind of want to change is to maybe make this have a little bit of curve. But I'm having a little bit of trouble making it look right. And really you can't, I don't know really where to start. I almost think I need to kind of expand it out and I need to take a 3-point curve line. So I might not play with it, but I'm going to try to think maybe a little bit of a curve. And I'm going to see how that looks. Now, by doing that, I wish I wouldn't have copied them down. I'm going to take my virtual segment delete key and delete that. And I'm going to go ahead and, now because I think I have the black all in a group, I'll be able to select, as long as I don't touch anything else. Well, I've got those all selected. So I'm going to, well, you know, the easiest thing to do right now is just to take, because you live and learn, and I'm just going to take and delete these lines. And I'm not even 100% sure I need all the black lines anymore anyway, but I know on the first one I did over here, I had more like a straight. I think it's going to look better if I do that curve line. We kind of have to burn the top one. Well, maybe we don't. Maybe we can make that same line. Let's just delete it. I think if I take this line, okay, as part of that line, okay, what I could do, that's a good lesson, go up to object and, well, I want to get rid of that. So I'm going to take the shape tool and I'm going to take that node, I'm going to break it apart. That way I can weld these, well, I still got to grab that line and go up to object and break the curve apart. Now these 2 lines are separate, and I can grab that right there and group it together. And then I can hit the plus key and move it up. And then I could take this one, hit the plus key and move it down. I think this is going to look a lot better. Now I'm going to have to, and I don't even have to do this all the way down, but I really think it helps people sometimes learn what to do. Because I'm going to just, well, I do have to do that in a way. Because I'm going to take away some of these lines and I'm going to fill every other in with black. Now this top line is going to be burnt, so I can't use it, but I'm going to take this and delete all these black lines and take it here and delete that. I'm going to delete this line, but I'm going to need it back in a minute. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same to the second line because I'm going to have two colors. I'm going to have a black and a white because I want them alternating. This might look pretty cool. Later on, well, you know what? I don't want to delete that last line. I'm going to show you something and, well, you know, I think it's going to be easier in just a second just to do it this way. Now, I'm going to take a Smart Fill tool. I'm going to go ahead and do the black first. Well, you know what I'm also going to do? I'm going to take this and I'm going to group it together so I can get rid of it. And I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and I'm going to fill in black. Don't tell me I have a leak now. No, good. And then I'm going to, because this is all grouped, I don't have to worry about those lines. I'm going to hit the plus key and move it down twice and then Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D. That's going to work. Now, I really want these two lines separated. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take away my outline stretch, just move it out of the way. Now I'm going to have to put some lines on the outside to keep my next line from leaking. So I'm going to just go from node to node. And it's almost a beneficial that I draw in red. And then I'm going to go from right here because I want my white to be separated there. So let's take a rectangle and let's take a rectangle and make it blue. And then go up to Object, Order, Back a Page. And you can see I don't have the white now. So I'm going to take the white and I only have to, it's kind of smart to do it this way. I don't want to have to do the shadow to each one of those. So this one is selected. I'm going to get my interactive fill tool. I'm just going to swipe across and I'm going to put a little black in that corner. I don't want a lot. I just want a little bit. Then I'm going to grab this one and go the opposite way. And because I've just created, that looks pretty good. Because I just created that on one, I can grab that, shift select that. I'm going to go and Control D, or well, I can Control D. I don't have to group it together. And then see, I nudged it twice. Now I'm going to hit Control D and it just keeps nudging it. Now in just a second, I'm going to take away all the lines. I'm going to select it and put no lines. But I want, well, it didn't work. Select it all and put no outline. There we go. I do want a line down the middle of this crevice. It looks pretty good and the line's kind of there. But if you take a 2-point line, and you don't even have to start at the top, you might as well put it right there on that node and make it black. And see, it just, to me, it adds to it. I think this one looks a lot better than my other one because I got that curvature of a line. Really pretty easy to draw. I actually like it when it, like that, because then it just, the white kind of stands out and you can see the, but it, you know, it's either way, whatever color you're going to print it on a shirt or whatever. It kind of gives it a folded pattern, like a piece of paper that's been wrinkled. Anyway, hope that gave you some inspiration and thank you for watching.